One of the things this is off the topic, but like the new way they do weigh-ins now. You know how they do the weigh-ins at like 8 or 9, and then do like a fake weigh-in at like 3 or 4, or whatever for the fans. I'm like,
oh really?
What is even the point? Like I'm like, okay, if you want to get us up to 8 and 9, tell the fans we'll be there. They'll be there at 8 and 9.
Yeah,
if that's when you want to do the weigh-ins. Let's just get it done. Like why? Don't bring me back. Don't bring me back for this stupid thing. Number one. Number two, for me it really sucks because I go to sleep my whole fight prep. I go to sleep about 2, 3 in the morning because I fight at 9 o'clock at night. So 9:30 at night, 9:30 at night. So I don't want my body getting ready to shut. Like if you normally go to sleep every day at 10 o'clock, your body's shutting down. You're putting chemicals out. It's ready to shut down. 8:39. It's ready to go to bed. I get up about 10:30. I go to sleep about 2:30. So that was kind of my daily schedule, and I usually take a nap in the afternoon after training. But I don't know if I would have really liked having to get up. Like I'd actually have to cut weight before I went to bed probably because I wouldn't want to get up at 5 to cut weight for.
It does
8.
give you longer. It gives you longer to rehydrate though. Like
longer to rehydrate, but that was an issue for me.
Right.
I didn't because I started cutting my water that morning. So I only cut water for like it's like you going to do a regular workout today,
right?
And just waiting a couple extra hours to drink water. You're not going to get that dehydrated. It's like I lose 10 pounds. I lose 10 pounds of water, but to hold it off for 2 or 3 hours, it's not a big deal.
Right.
Now once you start holding that overnight, I don't like holding it over. That's one of the reasons I did it that way. I don't like doing it overnight. Like I don't like going to bed deprived of water.
What do you think about this? If they decided that, like at the little check-in station where they check your gloves and they put the Vaseline on your face and stuff, like right before you get in the octagon for the actual fight, what do you think if they weighed you at that point so that you knew stepping into the octagon precisely what that person weighed? I would be fascinated to know how much weight they put back on.
I think that'd be actually kind of cool for fans, or like even just in the locker room before they come out anytime, because you don't really give or take a few sips of water. I mean, if they when they came in and checked their weight and just see what their weight is the next day.
Yeah, but if they were, they're already standing there for have it
on top of a scale so you can see it up there. That'd be kind of cool.
That'd
be cool. That'd be cool because you could see some of these differences, like especially some of these little guys. Man, I'm impressed. I'm still impressed when they make that weight. Like when a little guy loses like 20 pounds, I'm like, dude, how did you lose 20 pounds? I've done like 19 and a half before. It was a day of weigh-in, so I made it. But it was a timing change. So
that's the guy who doesn't mind doing it at 8 and 9 in the morning.
But yeah. As soon as I get it off, please let me step on a scale.
Yeah. So you weigh in at 205. And then what are you by the time you get into the ring?
I was about 215 probably.
By the time you got into the ring, so you gained 10 pounds?
I gained it back out.
In like a day?
That's why I walk around. Yeah, because you just lost. I lost it a day, put it back on.
Fucking crazy.
But I'm sorry, then what's the point of the weigh-in if you're not that weight when you fight anyway?
That's a good question.
Well, the point is that there's only everyone made a certain goal weight. Like you don't have to. So we don't have to walk around.
So we got everyone to a base point.
We have a base. Everyone makes it to a base point the day before. That's the agreement. Like I said, so I don't care if you put on. I don't care if you put on 34 pounds. If you had to cut 34 pounds to get there, I know that took it out of you. So if you're 34 pound heavier than me, but you had to cut all that. You had to cut all that water to make that weight. You're going to pay for it tomorrow. Okay. So you're paying for it.
Right.
Like so.
So it does level the playing field.
Yeah, it levels the playing field because it's like for different people. Like it's like deciding what weight to stay at, what weight to go down to, or if you should go down a weight or stay up a weight.
Right.
And it comes down to like what's the best? Where am I the best? Where am I? I got the best strength to weight ratio. Like where am I the strongest for that for my body type, my weight, my size.
Yeah.
And it's just it's a basic choice for people. Like everybody makes it different. Like some people, like a lot of guys, like some people don't like to cut. Like I like to keep getting down. I just like to get to where I'm about between 215 and 213 before I cut. Now, a lot of guys don't want to do that. Like, a lot of guys like to keep their weight around 220 and cut down from there. They're more comfortable cutting 15 pounds. That's what makes them. What makes them feel strongest and feels best. So that works for me too. Like, I don't care as long as you made that weight, we're fair. It's fair.
Okay.
I could have kept my weight up at 220 if I wanted to, and cut the same amount of weight and been bigger too. But I didn't want to because I would. It's just like if I went. Everyone asked me if I went heavy. If I went up to heavyweight, I still would have fought at like 220, 218. My body wouldn't have carried. It would have taken a while. I would have maybe my third or fourth fight down the road. If I started going heavyweight, I would have started getting bigger.
Yeah.
But at that time, like if I decided to just go up for one fight, I would have been 218 because that's where I was most comfortable fighting.
Right.
Like because I'd done it in kickboxing before where I was, I'm going to fight heavyweight, so I might as well just be 225. I felt like a slug. And I started pushing my punches. And I got tired real fast. There's a little more weight to carry around. So
makes sense.
Yeah, do people do cocaine for weight cuts, or I guess they're gonna drug test you for the fight?
In Pride they do. Pride they fucking do whatever.
That seems like a strange way to weight cut, but I guess you could.
I wonder, like, if anybody is about to weigh in and they're not gonna make weight. Have you ever heard of anybody just fucking donating a pint of blood just to get that last pound off?
That I have not heard. I don't think that would be a good idea. No.
It'd probably be a bad idea.
You want that blood. Unless you're going to put it back in after. You say,
put it back in after.
Put it back in after.
Maybe a transfusion.
A little transfusion.
Some Lance Armstrong fucking weight cutting shit.
Dude. That's epic. Yeah, we're onto something now.
But that's insane.
And thanks for clarifying that about the weight cut, because I was always like, what the fuck is the point? But that makes total sense what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, and everybody, when you agree to a weight, and if you make the weight, that's why I hate when these guys show up like 8 pounds over, 10 pounds over.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, you show up 8, 10 pounds over, you didn't try. Don't tell me.
Yeah.
I just got on a scale and made weight. If you were having that kind of a problem making weight, call me up. Let's talk to me. Hey, hey, bro, if you want to fight, I can only make 210. I'm not gonna make it. Let's do a catch weight. Okay, let's call Dana. Let's do a catch weight. Okay,
Dana does not love catch weight.
He doesn't, but I mean, if it's between that and the fight, okay.
Right.
But if he's not gonna even try, I don't want to try. I don't want to have to make weight. I don't want to make weight and then have him come in at 210. Come over him weighing at 215. I weigh in at 205. It's like that's not cool.
What happens when that happens? Does the fight still happen?
If they ask that, you have to accept it if you want to, and most guys will.
Negotiation.
And then they give.
And you don't want to look like a bitch.
I don't know what that, but I don't know what you get a percentage of that purse.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They'll renegotiate your contract right down to the wire, and they'll say, okay, this guy's not making weight, but we're gonna give you 20% of his purse.
Well, I think that's almost automatic, the 20% of his purse.
Right,
but even if he knocks you out, you're getting 20% of what he'll make.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. I think a lot of. I mean, I don't know. You probably offer a lot of different things. Depends on the fight too. Like like if it's a guy trying to make it in the UFC, you say, okay, we'll give you if you lose, we'll bring it back anyway. We're not going to cut you for losing since you gave up the weight.
Right.
They'll make negotiations. They want to make the fight. They want. All comes down to it. You want to fight.
Yeah.
I mean, I've accepted a couple guys that didn't make weight before back in the day, but I'm like, that was close enough. They tried.
Right.
Guys, they're like, is that okay? Like, back this was before there was commission.
Oh, wow.
It was UFC before. Hey, man, is it okay? Yeah, he's fine. Like, I look at him. He tried. He's good. He's not. Yeah. He doesn't look. He's not like huge. I mean,
right.
The statistics really show that people who miss weight and come in heavier win a lot. Like your chances of winning coming in heavier are greater.
Right, so you're sacrificing 20-30%, but you're probably going to win.
When you agree to fight a guy who missed weight, you are like deliberately, consciously taking a disadvantage in the fight.
Definitely, right.
And so as such, you should get financially compensated.
For sure. I agree.
It's only fair. It's like fighting with steroids, maybe. Not really, but like, I mean, you have a little bit of extra weight behind you. It kind of helps the cause.
Yeah, different reasons. Yeah, a lot of guys, maybe there's guys that shouldn't be at that weight.
America. If you thought Jackass Forever was crazy, oh boy do I have a show for you. It's a multimedia comedy show called The Bucket List Tour. And the stuff I filmed for this show is way too hot for Jackass. Like the general anesthesia bike ride, the vasectomy Olympics, and skyjacking. The footage is so intense, we have full-grown men passing out at almost every city this bus goes to. So if you think you can handle it, get your tickets right now at stevo.com. Yeah.